Hello everyone, this is Joseph Cade. I'm going to do a quick little stream here. I probably honestly should have recorded this, but one, I don't feel like setting up my PlayStation 4 to record something like this when it's just going to be a one-off thing. And two, I'm just lazy. So anyways, before I get started in this, if you've not played Kingdom Hearts 3, this should be relatively spoiler-free except for, you know, we are obviously with Baymax, so we are obviously in San Fransokyo, which is from Big Hero 6. But I've already beaten the whole story, so really the only thing you'll probably be spoiled on is enemies. And that's about it. So if any of you have been following the Kingdom Hearts 3 stuff, you will know that San Fransokyo was a confirmed world years ago. So here we go. Now, in order to do this, it's not hard to do at all, and to the best of my knowledge, it's not been patched yet. I was doing it a couple days ago, like all day. Not really, I did it for like 45 minutes to an hour, when I probably should have been editing videos, but alas, I digress. So what you want to do is, first and foremost, oh, by the way, before I even get going, I wanted to give a shout out to 13th Vessel. When this video uploads to YouTube, I will put his user page or her user page in the description below, so you can go check him or her out. And yeah, so anyways, like I was saying, a shout out to 13th Vessel, because I actually wasn't even trying to find boundary breaking stuff or game glitches at all. I was actually looking at something else entirely unrelated to Kingdom Hearts 3. And because I have been watching a lot of Kingdom Hearts 3 videos lately to get the platinum in this game, because yes, I do have the platinum in this, he or she popped up as a recommended video. So what you want to do is abilities. You want to have block or air slide. And another thing you may want to have is the summon. You may want to have the summon area, which if you've also been... See, what I'm going to tell you is not anything you haven't seen from the previews that and the trailers that were shown for this. But yeah, if you are going to want to have the summon Ariel. I don't remember where you get her. I'm not going to tell you where you get her, even if I did remember where to get her, because that'd be spoilers. But you want to have the Ocean Heartbinder. You can use actually any summon you want, but the guide that I watched for this was told me to use Ariel. So what you want to do, say hi to those people, yeah, whatever, we don't care. Visit at night. I don't know if this is entirely relevant or not, but I'm going to just follow it exactly as the video I watched told me to do it. And then, at the end of this video, I'll show you what happens if you don't do it right. Because if I do that now, I'm pretty certain, unless there's a soft reset I don't know about, I'm fairly certain I'm going to have to restart my whole game. And that'll... Oh boy, let's go! So, I don't exactly remember where the hell this thing is, but you are going to want to come to San Fransokyo at night. You're going to want to, get yourself up there, I believe. I don't know my way around this map, so forgive me. There's a lot of these maps I don't know my way around. There you go. And we have enemies that we're not going to fight because we don't care. But you want to come over here. Now you see this little cantaloupe or melon or whatever sticking out. Well, wait for it to say boing. This is part of a side quest you can do in this game. So what you're going to want to do is this is a flan, by the way. This flan, you're going to want to land on the flans. And you're going to want to avoid the ones with their mouths open, because they will eat you. And then you're going to simply want to go to one of these sparkling flans. And if you're not good at timing, like I am, you're going to want to constantly pause. But what you want to do is the moment Sora makes contact with it, you want to exit. And now you come in this T pose. This is Sora's fall pose, by the way. And now you are ready to go. Simply jump up. And this is why you want to have break. Break or air slide. Because you'll go up too high and you'll go out of the bounds. And then, of course, you're going to want to have glide to make this a little bit easier. But yeah, you'll go out of bounds upward. And once you go up too high, it simply will stop you from going anywhere else. Then what you're going to want to do is get your Sea Spectre on and wait for the moment you hit the floor, or about to hit the floor, and use it. I don't think you really have to complete the full sequence if you don't want to. You might just be better to cancel it. But I'm going to complete the sequence anyways and hit finish whenever. And the way they explain this in the video is now that you've done this, Sora has collision. Or at least land collision. Because before, he didn't have any collision. And if you see, we're kind of right outside the boundaries. Now, I don't know what happens if you actually go back in the boundaries when you're already out of the boundaries. I've never actually tried that, but if it does cause it to mess up, you just simply go back to that flan and repeat yourself. And those guys actually might be out of the boundaries. I don't exactly know. So I think the boundary actually stops before this building. So that's cool. It's actually something I've not discovered yet. You have people that you can't interact with, but they are just out there at the start. But basically what happens is some of this stuff in the closest foreground out of bounds is rendered. Some of it is, not all of it. I've actually not tried exploring this close to the ground boundaries, but as you see, some of this stuff is rendered in. But the interesting stuff comes over here, because there is no boundaries to keep you from going through. There's no collision tiles going on here. And now we're on the other side of where you would go to go back to Hero's Garage. So let's explore. Now, you want to be very careful when you're exploring back here, because you can fall through the map. If you fall through the map, it's not the worst thing in the world. It actually is much easier to deal with falling through the map than it is to deal with going out of the map, going up. But yeah. Now, I wasn't able to find anything spectacular out of bounds when I was looking for this. And I also found you cannot go back to the bridge. Which, that's a small spoiler. There's something that takes place on the bridge here in San Fransokyo. Now, if you look out there to this gray mass, you can't walk on that. Because if you walk on that, it's going to drop you through the map and it's going to bring you right back to where the flan was. And to show you what's up, you do that. You use your Blizzaga and you can actually skate on it. And you can, and this tells you where you can and can't go. Now, they recommended having like some ethers or elixirs or whatever. You don't truly need that. It just depends on how much you want to explore outside the bounds. It's just cool how the world just drops off. Now, I'm weird. I find stuff like this fascinating. Also, they do recommend you get around this side of the map like this. And that's simply just shoot your Blizzaga, because you can actually get this the moment you can only do this after you clear the world. I should stress that. Because otherwise, if you don't beat this world, that little flan thing is not going to show up. Unfortunately, you really can't do too much outside the bounds, because you don't have the ability to, like, jump up higher and higher. Now, another thing you could do is don't even worry. Hey there, Rocky. Another thing you could do is don't even worry about using aerial or whatever summon you choose to get yourself lower. If you just want to glide, you should be fine, because there technically isn't really that much of a collision over here. You're not gonna descend, but don't quote me on that. It looks like I am descending, so never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yep, glitches. And I'm not doing too badly. This is just going to be a quick thing. I'm going to explore a little bit outside the boundaries of San Fransokyo. Not that there's really much anything back here, Rocky. It's just something I'm going to do for the hell of it. So, I was walking around over here for about a half hour, 45 minutes, just fascinated. And I was trying to see if there were any secrets outside of the bounds, which I didn't find any. But now I'm going to show you what happens when you take yourself outside of the bounds, when you fall off the world. You just reappear right back there. So, if you happen to fall off somewhere, you just simply have to do this all over again. By the way, as a personal thing, make it this far in the game, or if you have made it this far in the game, maybe some of you will agree that this is one of the worst mini games you can do in this game. And I'm just going to show you that real quick, because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing and I ended up missing. And this minigame probably would not be so horrible if it wasn't for what they decide to implement. And I've never figured out how to do this one properly. There you go, you land, you're done. Simple. Also, do know you don't have to go and explore outside the bounds if you don't want to. I don't think you'll even have collisions at this point anyways, if you do that glitch I'm about to do again. But yeah, Rocky 4, just a shout out to the 13th Vessel. I will be putting their link in the description once I am done uploading this. Oh, damn it, I fucked it up again. And eventually, I will be doing a Let's Play of this, but it's a long, long ways down the line. Because what I'm going to be doing with the Kingdom Hearts series is a more or less chronological Let's Play of the whole series. So look forward to that. Actually, matter of fact, the one game I'm currently working on is Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. But I'm not Let's Playing it right now. I'm just presently just playing it. Oh, I did it wrong. Too soon. But this has me curious if there's other things. Now, another thing I kind of want to show off, but I haven't verified it yet, is some glitches that someone told me about in Monstropolis and the Caribbean. There we go. Now we did it right. Ah, that's interesting. I did not do this bit yet. Oh, wow. Look at how stuff is rendered in here.
Yeah.
I mean, they have some, like, stuff rendered immediately inside the building, but then they get rid of it. That's pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie there. They did a good job with that one. So let's explore actual San Fransokyo. Let's see what we can find. I'm looking for a train. There's a train that you could take, or a subway, or a tram, or something along those lines you can take. And I want to follow it. I want to see where it goes. Because what happens is Sora ends up, interesting how they have that rendered up there. Sora ends up like air gliding or gliding over this train. Ah, there it is. That's what I was looking for. So, what happens when I go out this way? Is there anything special out here? Where does it end? So it does just abruptly end. Yeah, there it is there, and then it just ends there. That's pretty cool. Now, it's also doing this, you're able to see that, there aren't exactly rooms rendered so much as just backdrops. Like, within San Fransokyo itself, like, in San Fransokyo itself, you have fully rendered or partially rendered rooms because you're able to run up all these buildings. And it's interesting how, even though I'm not back in the bounds yet, I still was in the Central District. Alright, now let's see what happens if we just fall. This is actually pretty cool. Whoa! I would like to explore more game. No collisions, so what happens if you don't do your collisions? You end up falling in an endless loop. Hi, Alex. So now we're completely underneath the map, and as you can see, a good portion of the map is entirely backdropped. What this is actually doing is it's taking me back to the main thing, but since I haven't done my collisions yet, it can't let me go through it. I think this right here is probably the coolest, though. How they have part of the rooms rendered when there's really no need to render them, because there's no way you will ever be inside of this. Now, they recommend not to do it, not to do your collision return when you're on top of a building. So I'm going to go see what happens when I do it like that. What's that say? San Fransokyo Tribune. Yeah, they told me not to, they said probably not to use the return to...
Give me strength! Here!
You could actually skip this sequence if you really want. Ah! So let's see if we cannot get stuck in a building, because I think if you do that, you might be stuck in a building. So it actually doesn't allow you to do it on top of a building. I must have missed that, because they weren't talking in their video, they were just putting text overlay.
Ready?
So now we're back on the outside. And it just roughly drops off. So, I've showed you guys how to do this. I don't know if... Oh, yeah, let me see if I can find them. When I was going through this yesterday or the day before, I was just goofing off with it. I discovered that there are some buildings that have that, like, shimmer on it, where you're able to... It looks like you should be able to run up them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, don't go to that road. I mean, it looks fun, like you should be able to explore it, but as you see, you can't. And then it just puts you right back over here. Alright, I think that's about the end of this. If you find anything interesting in this, doing the exploration boundary, let me show it to you one more time. But if you find anything interesting at all over there, let me know in the comment section, because I didn't really find anything too interesting except for those two people that you can't talk to that are NPCs outside the boundaries. And I can't find it, but there was a... there was a couple buildings you look like you should be able to run up, but you can't because you don't have the collisions activated. But this is what happens if you go up.
And one. Ready?
And I tried to show off the final thing, because there's really not much else I wanted to explore around here. Alright, try this again. I actually hit the wrong button. So what happens if you go up and 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 up? Well, let's show that off real quick. You know, come to think about it, this world is really not that large. It's actually fairly small. You can see the boundaries of the world as you're looking at it from here. And you're getting so high that everything is de-rendering. So at this point, you're still good to hit your guard and then just fall. Let's do a free fall from this height. and see as the world rebuilds itself. Oh, that's kind of cool. Those are actually buildings.
Take this!
I don't know how that worked.
Give me strength! You asked for it!
And there we go. Try that again. That was one hell of a free fall, I'll tell you what. I'm actually looking forward to a Let's Play of this in the future. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I won't give my full thoughts of the game now, but I'll just wait. Now, we're just gonna go up and up and up and up and up, and we're just gonna break the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, see, when I was out of bounds exploring this the other day, I was actually trying to get to that bridge. And yeah, what I thought was roads is actually buildings that are rendered on the outside. Yeah, I tried to get to that bridge, and what actually happens if you end up going too far this way is it will restart you back to the and anyways. And I like that even when you're this far, there are still some buildings you can see. And of course, that is just a two-dimensional backdrop. But this is fun. This is the first time I've ever been able to do anything like spectacular out of bounds. So don't fret. I did say you gotta use guard or glide or air slide to make it so you don't go out. But what ends up happening is eventually you're gonna go too high to do anything, and then it's just gonna get rid of Sora, and you're gonna be locked out of the game. Man, this will be the last thing I show off for the glitches. Like I said, let me know if you have this game and you do this glitch and you find anything, let me know. And I will take a look and check it out. Alright, are we gonna leave it off? Oh yeah, there's the star. Maybe that'd be interesting if they patched this bit right here, but they did not patch the actual cheat itself. But look at the world, man. It's so big. Even though it's a two-dimensional object, they did a really good job of giving it 3 dimensions. Huh? Maybe it's not gonna happen. Well, at any rate, this is the last thing I really need to show. Alright, let's see if we can't make it to that bridge. Nope. We're already at the bounds. Well, I guess it's not gonna lock me out. That's fine, really. There's nothing else to show off here. If you jump, you don't use air sliding block or guards or whatever the hell it's called, you are basically stuck. Hey, you're still able to look at this, though. Alright, well. I don't know why I found that so amusing. It was amusing. Anyways, this has been Joseph K. I'm going to end the stream now in a free fall. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing this as much as I did. Probably not, because I'm just a weirdo that way. Gosh, there's a lot of world to see, and only so much of it is allowed to explore. Hey, Joseph K. Y'all have a great day. I will see you guys next time. Keep it real. Later.